Just what is it that you want to do?
Well, we want to be free. We want to be free to do what we want to do. And we want to get loaded. And we want to have a good time. We're going to have a good time. We're going to have a party.
Alright.
Excuse me.
So, do you want to introduce yourself? Or?
Yeah, sure. I'm Matt, and I'm going to be playing right now. Oh, no, I'm not doing all that.
Okay. I'm Lucas. I'm on the left, and I'll be playing later.
And I'm Grundy, and I'm on the right. And
That's all relevant information.
Yeah, we're on a couch
I am in the center
in the basement.
because I am soft.
The game hasn't started yet.
Yeah. I'm also working the computer, making sure everything is excellent.
Can I do the special costume? So I'm
Yeah,
already-
fuck
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Sweet, dude.
Because that's the privilege.
Why would
that
you
we got
want to
from
be
being
normal
again.
when you
Or
can
make
be
sure you don't
special?
skip this.
That's how I fucking feel.
We're not skipping this?
I thought that we didn't want to skip it. Did we? I don't care.
I mean, it's already planned, so we might as well wait. But no, in real life, I get so dick hard over fucking costumes. It's ridiculous, dude. Like,
Don't ever play Overwatch.
God of War
then.
was awesome for costumes.
Yeah, if there's ever an option to play something else, I'm
Because
like, yeah.
they got different abilities too. in
Yeah,
God of War.
no, it was fucking great. And then when people do that, it's like, you care as much as I do.
Don't ever
Yeah.
play Overwatch. Don't ever play League of Legends.
I mean, that's cool. You don't have to worry about it. I don't have nearly that much free time. So,
There you go.
well, and
You got it
when I
all
say
figured
free
out.
time, I mean like time to burn to get something. Like that was my whole problem with Destiny. Is like everyone was like, "Oh, Destiny's great. You just gotta play it every fucking day." And I was like, "Cool. No, I need way more instant gratification than that."
Dude, I'm so glad I stopped playing Destiny.
That's like starting.
I kind of want to play it too though.
I don't.
I'm not gonna lie. Every now and then, I'm like,
I think I'm just gonna
going on
like,
over
do
there?
the same thing I did with one, where I just like
Yeah, you
play
play
through
a
the
couple.
content.
Yeah, and you're
and
like,
just,
this
like-
is boring.
Because I'm not like
didn't-
about all that endgame stuff.
I didn't
But
even-
I thought it was fun to do it once through and like just kind of experience.
To
some
me,
of
it's
the
like
stuff.
the same thing as WoW. It's like if somebody just scratches the surface, they're like, "Oh, this game is dumb." It's like, well, you didn't play the game.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, but that is also, I mean, that's movies. That's everything. Scratching the surface, like.
Yeah, but I mean,
It
some games.
creates different gameplay experiences for everybody, though.
But
so.
let's be honest, you can scratch the surface like Mario Kart. You could fucking play
fuck yeah.
like 50cc, play it, and be like, "Oh, that was okay."
No, I mean that's where I'm at. You know what I mean? But then I play it with you guys, and that's a whole nother level. But then like I'll play it with Lucas, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm getting all these fucking coins for shit." And I'm like, "I don't have it." So
Well,
I
I'm
don't
just
know.
trying to get like 3 stars on every cup on that game.
That's what I'm saying. That there's like it's an active interest. I think it all depends on.
We should mention that we're playing on Xbox, just in case anybody cares.
Oh sure, this is on Xbox One.
Yeah, it's the HD remaster on Xbox.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I got it on Xbox instead of PS4. It was kind of just like a random, like,
Yeah.
I want to play the Xbox for a little while.
Well, you do have the fancy schmancy Xbox.
And I thought that the Pro Controller was better, but we were having troubles with that, so we're not even fucking using it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might have just spilled alcohol in it or something.
I mean, no, it's like, I've always had trouble with the D-pad,
Yeah.
and I haven't had trouble with the analog sticks.
Which is so strange because I
But-
remember when the Xbox One got announced, people were like, "Yo, check this fucking."
Also, like, yeah, like,
pad."
even the Elite, it's like, oh, you can switch the D-pads out,
Yeah.
so it's even better, but, like, I've had trouble with, like, no matter which one I tried.
Which is so strange because you think you'd like.
And it makes you feel like a crazy person when the D-pad doesn't work, because you're like, you
Yeah.
click and it's like, did I click?
No, it makes you feel like an idiot. Yeah.
Did I
Like
do
you're
it?
like, it's one button and
Yeah.
I fucked it up.
It's a direction.
Yeah.
Look at this reflection technology.
One of the 4 cardinal.
Look at that
directions.
man taking a piss.
I like the steam coming from the pee.
Yeah,
Because
I
I think
was
that's
just
a
about
nice
to
touch.
comment on that.
That makes me almost think of like.
Oh, wait,
Is it
no,
just
it's
fog?
just foggy.
Yeah, it's just foggy.
It's either that or he
I was gonna
pissed
say-
all over the place.
Yeah.
he's
You got
pissed
scared.
in the foreground of every camera shot.
I shook too quick. Makes me think of,
he's a policeman, but he's like the driver. But just because you're the driver
No, he's
doesn't mean you have to
passenger.
wear stupid gloves.
He's
Oh
passenger.
wait, no, they both are. Or is that just like really bad?
It's passenger. Which also, I just want to
It's
say,
part of the uniform. He
it's
didn't
in
get to choose.
Spain though. Wouldn't that be flipped because it's in Europe?
What would be flipped?
Like he'd
The
be driving on the right
driver's
side,
side?
instead of the left side.
It's just England that does that, I think, right?
And the Bahamas.
Is it really?
I think so some countries
Really?
they drive on the opposite side
Because
but
there's
the
a British
car,
colony.
you know what I mean? The cars are the same as here, but they drop on the opposite side in
but
some
that's
countries.
terrifying.
Yeah.
Because then you're spatially. I mean, I guess if you got in an accident, like a head-on, that'd be better.
Yeah.
Because like you're over here and they're over there, but still, it's like spatially, I'd feel like.
I don't know.
I'm
We
not
could,
gonna hit
I
somebody.
don't know, but we could look it up.
True.
I went to the fucking Bahamas with my ex-girlfriend, and we went on like a Jeep excursion, and like it's the British rules where it's like on the other side, and
It's hard.
there was one stick shift Jeep, and the lady was like, raise your hand if you know how to drive stick shift. And my dumbass raised my hand, but then I was like, well, I'm not old enough, that it says in the pamphlet. But she didn't ask me. I could have just kept my hand up and then drove a new experience in a cool Jeep in a stick shift car on the opposite side of the road in the Bahamas.
Yeah.
And
But you didn't.
I didn't. Because I'm
I
stupid.
try not to dwell too much on stuff like that. It's like when it's like, yeah,
He had to dwell because it was
No,
the
but
rest of his
you know what I'm
day.
But there's shit like that happens, and you're like, yeah, I could have gotten like a threesome out of that. And it's like, just don't think about it. Just,
No,
you know,
if there was a possibility of me having a threesome, I would dwell.
I don't think I've ever even gotten close. So.
No, neither
And
would I.
now I'm married.
yeah,
It's a one-some for
it's
the
so,
rest.
it's so funny.
Or a two-some.
I was about to say, wow, man, I'm sorry.
Well, I don't know, dude. Sometimes twosome is a lot of onesome.
Excuse me, sir. I just broke into your house. I have some questions for you.
Raccoon police.
I don't have a warrant.
I'm out of my jurisdiction.
Damn.
Still, the fucking like 270 turn.
Yeah.
He's got workers' hands.
Why does she look like she was rendered on a PlayStation 2?
Yeah, right?
And why did you expect him to know English?
Yeah, dude, that's
Fucking
actually,
Americans.
There's a
man.
lot.
It's
Yeah.
like this, this
like-
privilege
It's that-
feeling.
It's that 80s, like, I think we've talked about it, like this like 80s action movie, like commentary, where it's
That
like,
he does?
it's indirect, but
It's because,
like,
he has to be saying
Yeah.
stuff to, like,
be like, oh,
like
this
a
is going
surrogate.
on. Yeah.
like so it can be explained to us.
Exactly. And it's like, but it's like all the Resident Evils tried to be after this one, like more actiony, but this one got it. Like it got the heart of like just bad 80s action movies that are actually incredible and were done for so long that it became its own like narrative style, I think.
Yeah.
Because if you fuck something up long enough, it becomes a thing.
Yeah, it's like the conventions of the genre at that point.
That's how I live my life every day. Anybody sees a tattoo I do and they're like, oh,
I like how
that's a
she
mad tattoo?
becomes less clothed throughout the game, and when you beat it,
What?
it just shows her tits.
What?
When did that
Yeah,
happen?
no, I'm lying.
Oh,
That's
okay.
Oh. I was about to say, what the...
I like your sheer degree of no.
It's like, why didn't I play through this?
yeah, that's the reward. There's no intrinsic value to playing this game except seeing the tits.
I could look up porn at any point, but
Not when we were like, when this game first
Yeah,
came out, we
no.
were like 13 or whatever.
When I was 13, I could look at porn.
I don't know, I
because
didn't really have
look at
access.
no, I could not.
What?
It sucked.
I got a laptop, I guess when I was like 15.
Dude, I used to have to work for that shit.
It was awesome, dude.
So
My
good.
sister had this awesome laptop, and like
Isn't
when
there
she went to
someone
college, she's like, oh, I don't want to lug this huge laptop around. So it was in Innsbruck, and it was like heavy as shit. But I had
Yeah,
never had my own
Innsbruck.
computer before, so it was awesome. So, anyways,
Yeah, PC for me stood for porn computer back then.
where was your PC in the house? Because mine was always like,
We had a
I don't know.
computer room.
okay,
Yeah, it was like or an office room. however
yeah,
you
I
wanna
guess
say
we
that.
did in the basement as well. It's just I didn't feel like
Comfortable doing it.
Yeah,
I
no,
always felt like someone was gonna be watching
I
me.
rolled
Fuck
that
it, dude.
dice a couple times.
And plus, like they would see my search or something. I felt like
Yeah.
really self-conscious about it.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know any better back then, but that didn't stop me.
I was
you-
always cognizant of that because, like, I'm like, oh, when I type something in it, like, recommend something that I've already
yeah,
been
I
to.
wasn't cognizant enough to like. Yeah. I wasn't cognizant enough to specifically delete it. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, when
Why'd
you
you go
type in
down to?
this letter, just in case. I don't know. I hate that. Like, it's one of those, like, but if you could just save it somewhere else, who knows? I'm super bad.
Oh, you gotta save the wolf.
Dude, absolutely.
That's a thing.
This wolf is legit as fuck.
Dude, do you know about the wolf, Grundy?
Yeah, he comes and
Yeah.
I'm not gonna ruin it for
But he
him,
also he shows up. No, like that whole part where we were doing the blue medallions, and you were
Yeah.
asking
Yeah.
questions about that. Like he shows up there too, and he's like,
Oh.
"Hey, I'm over here. You should come over here and check this out." Like,
Oh, dude,
Wolf's dope as fuck.
Hey,
something
whoever's
weird
editing
about this version.
strike that from the record, so our viewers don't know.
Something weird about this
Wait,
version is
can you
it's
get
like,
him to walk through the tripwire?
Yeah, I guess it's I can. Like the
Just
game
for
is in
shit.
60 frames per second, but then like the reload animations on certain things like that are in
Yeah,
third
there
person
you go.
are like at 30 frames per second.
Yeah.
right.
So like when you reload the rifle, like it looks weird as shit. It's like this like kind of slideshow kind of.
Right.
I don't know. I just noticed it when I was playing it the first time.
The rifle. It's weird though too, because when you upgrade the speed, it increases the frames, or like the speed of the frames.
Mhm.
So it's also kind of like, I don't know. It's already weird out the gate.
Yeah. I think maybe the rifle always look weird in reloading. But
It's
I
pretty.
was
like,
watching like. Do you ever watch Digital Foundry?
Oh yeah. Oh, wait.
It's like it's like a series of videos where they go into like all the technical details about games.
Then no.
But they were talking about like this port and how like there's all these different fucking ports, including the PC one that you can mod and everything. They were going
Yeah.
through each and every one of them and like discussing like the merits of each one, and they were mentioning that the frame rate thing on this.
I was thinking a digital corridor.
What's that?
It's Freddie W.
Yeah.
It's like kind of like that. He makes like video game videos and
Mhm.
just like shit like that.
Let's just take a moment to
It looks actually pretty cool
appreciate this
for this
stream.
time.
Yeah.
You know?
I've seen better.
I've had better. Yeah, they also do like Digital Foundry retro, and then they'll talk about like PlayStation 1 or 2, like the older games,
Mhm.
and go into like all the details, and you can like see like wireframes and shit from these old PS1 games. It's pretty cool. The Tomb Raider one was really cool. Did you ever play like Legacy of Kain?
I wanted to. My parents were like, "That's the devil."
The PS1 one, like they did Digital Foundry on it. It looked fucking awesome.
Really.
Like it was like almost like an open world game, but
That's
on
one of
PS1.
those games like forgotten by time. a
Yeah,
little
because
bit.
like I think that they'll bring back the series though, because I think enough people like are into it, so maybe we'll have a chance
it's
someday to
definitely
get
got
into it.
history. We could always
It's
play
like
it.
one of those
and then be
cult
like,
following things.
Yeah.
It's just I don't like playing PS1 games.
yeah. Well, that's how I feel about like I don't know.
No,
And it's just me personally, but that's how I feel about like Onimusha. Is like literally nobody gives a fuck about that
Yeah.
game. But I played through Genma Onimusha like
Isn't
6
it-
months ago, and I was like, yeah, I still love all of this for the
Mm.
most part.
Isn't it like either you don't give a fuck or you really like it?
I mean, it's like it's Resident
It's
Evil.
like people aren't aware of it like
in-
existing in the first
Yeah,
place.
and then it's also if you play it like it's Resident Evil, but with like samurai swords.
Did you know that Devil May Cry was gonna be a Resident Evil game?
Yep.
It's gonna be
And
RE4.
it was actually a combination of Onimusha and Resident Evil because it was supposed to be this game was
Mhm.
Devil May Cry 1. That's why it takes place in that like Spanish style castle.
Yeah,
What do
they
you mean
made
it was
like
supposed
5
to be
different
this game?
versions of this game before they like
There's,
settled on this gameplay style.
There's trailers you can look up of this game
Mhm.
back in the day, and he fires the double barrel shotgun like this, and it's literally the exact animation that Dante fires his.
Also, like,
They both have edgy haircuts too.
Yeah.
there was like one version where you're in a haunted mansion and there's like a hook monster, like a monster with like a hook. And,
Yeah,
like, he was,
there was one
chasing
with
you,
like ghosts and shit
Yeah, yeah,
too.
yeah.
They were like intangible, which sounds like super annoying.
Oh,
Am I the only one that just saw like a model of a person that never shows up in the window? He's like a guy wearing a beanie.
I was looking at the bangs.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention, but I'm sure.
You said you were looking at his
I was
bangs.
looking at his bangs.
Oh, we should mention like also like this is like one of the most intense and hard parts of the game.
Yeah, no,
Like,
this
they just throw you right in.
sucks. Objectively speaking, I hate playing this
I actually
part
like
right
it though
now.
because it gives like when you're thinking about replaying it, you're like, oh shit, like the beginning.
Yeah. Well, and then it's like you play this afterwards, and you're like, "Holy shit, I'm a god."
Yeah, and it makes it more fun like replaying it because you're like, oh shit, like yeah, like I remember when all these guys were.
Bitch.
I remember when I had yellow health and 8 bullets.
Yeah. Wow, I am
Don't fire so much.
butchering this right now.
At least you've got them like tunneling in here. Or funneling, I mean,
Yeah.
to say.
Tunnel the funnel.
Tunnel my funnel.
Alright, so we got people coming in. So
That
we're
guy
gonna.
might get up.
He is. And that's okay. So I'm gonna get the fuck out of this bitch.
Okay.
Get the fuck out this bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, guys.
Right in the dick.
Hey, man.
What?
Had it coming.
I was just I started watching The Office again, and I just watched the first episode today. And he's like, and they ain't been messing with my chillin'. And it's like the most
What?
awkward thing because he looks at Stanley.
Oh god.
yeah. Black guy for
And
me.
Stanley's just like, no, I'm not touching on that
Yeah.
one.
Everyone is all over that show's dick, and I will admit that it's good.
I still feel
I
like.
always
That's all
I
I'm
liked it
gonna
a lot
say.
when it was like airing, and I never went back to it, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna enjoy it the second time, but I always recognized like it turned to fucking shit once Michael Scott left for sure.
Really?
He was
Because-
my least favorite character.
Really?
And that's
Yeah.
how I feel, and
He
I feel
made me
bad
so
for feeling that way, but that is how I feel.
He's
I
like
feel
the
like
reason for the show in my
No,
opinion.
he just makes
look,
me feel awkward.
let me-
My skin crawls.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but that's
exactly.
not- that's the
That's
humor
the
of that
point.
show.
I
I
get
hate
it.
that
I get
feeling.
it. But yes,
hate
I agree with Matt.
Yeah,
It's
but like
called-
okay, but
it's got
like
a
that's
name.
what the
It's like
show's about, and then you just
sympathetic-
get rid of it.
It's
Yeah,
called
but-
like sympathetic viewer syndrome.
But I like
or something
fucking.
Like that.
I like Dwight, and it's kind of the same way. But
there
it's
other
like less
ladders to get
fucking
up here?
cringy. It's
Is
less
this
like.
the perfect place to chill? Are there other ladders?
I don't think they can get
I
up.
don't think they can either. I think I can funnel these.
You could just
motherfuckers.
like sit here and never do anything.
Yeah.
We don't
pretty
even
much.
have to play.
That's kind of what I'm banking on right now. Usually we do this really nice thing where I'm jumping from like building to building and it's getting super
I know
crazy.
the
but,
chainsaw guy can jump up there.
No, and that's it. As I want him to.
Oh, okay. Just
You know what I
take it
mean?
Like
up.
but-
they can get up here, but,
but
it's a
it's a
specific
one-
entry point. Yeah.
Yeah, which is dope. Because then I can wreck house and like kill like a whole bunch of people at the same time.
house.
That guy just like clipped through the other guy.
Yeah, it happens. Bitch.
Did he fall off?
Yes. Which kind of postpones. Holy shit. Weird.
I mean,
Oh shit! This
Yeah.
is when they all run away, right?
No, this is when
Oh, more
second
of them
wave.
come. Okay,
yeah.
okay. I forgot.
the opposite. Of
Yeah. But there is a point where they're like, "Oh, bell tower, fuck." Is that after you kill every single one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or like it's. Jesus, guys.
like
It's.
falling
You should knife the guy on the ground.
Yeah, but then there's people.
Well, for a lot of time. But still,
And you still gotta worry about chainsaw guy.
No, he's on
Do
the
you
ground.
ever like?
Yeah, but he can make the jump, right?
Do you ever like
He can't jump up like that, I don't think.
play this
He
game
can
where
in
like you
Mercenaries.
use the knife as much as possible and just like?
Yeah, no, totally. Professional mode? Like, you.
Oh, yeah! Oh my god!
Oh my god,
man.
that was perfect the way I died, though. That was like the absolute, like, you fucking sick. Alright, right on. Well,
That's
I
an
did a
episode.
lot better the last time. You feel like it was longer?
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Like, that whole thing I felt
whole
like was
segment.
longer. I
Yeah.
should have just killed him. I think maybe that's the trick next time.
All right. Well, next time on whatever we end up naming the show,
I'm not as good as I thought I was.
How many minutes
Yep.
is that?
this was 18 minutes. Okay. See you later.